check it. On one page, I'm learning the differences between matriarchies and patriarchies in ancient times. You'll soon realize that the primary language in this series is fact. And then boom, we got this brother Sar doing a freaking Shoryuken on a freaking stone dragon out. I'm learning the different lessons on the importance of respecting social customs of your host. So now I have to reevaluate my life because I'm being checked out here. But then after that, you see this brother Seth handling business with some slave traders. And the fact that I had to blur this joint, you know Seth gave him those hands. Because if there's one thing you need to know, is that these cats' hands are global. That's right, it don't matter who you be. Samaritan, Spartan, Athenian, Egyptian, Minoan. If you are residing on planet Earth, you are in reach of their hands. Man, I'm getting hyped. If you want to read this series, go to blackstands.com and pick yourself up one of those bundles before they sell out again. And to end it, I just want to remind everyone he punched a freaking stone dragon, people. I'm out. Hey, yo, hold up. We need to talk about Black Sands out here. This series ain't no joke. If you came up in here thinking that this story was just about a bunch of Kemetic kids handing out the dry biscuit, then you are greatly mistaken. Don't get me wrong though, these kids be throwing hands. A couple of those panels had a brother a little nervous, I ain't gonna lie. But this series has layers to it. Like, check it. On one page, I'm learning the differences between matriarchies and patriarchies in ancient times. You'll soon realize that the primary language in this series is fact. And then boom, we got this brother Sar doing a freaking Shoryuken on a freaking stone dragon out here. And then I'm getting lessons on the importance of respecting social customs of your host. So now I have to reevaluate my life because I'm being checked out here. But then after that, you see this brother Seth handling business with some slave traders. And the fact that I had to blur this joint, you know Seth gave him those hands. Because if there's one thing you need to know, is that these cats' hands are global. That's right, it don't matter who you be. Samaritan, Spartan, Athenian, Egyptian, Minoan. If you are residing on planet Earth, you are in reach of their hands. Man, I'm getting hyped. If you want to read this series, go to blackstands.com and pick yourself up one of those bundles before they sell out again. And to end it, I just want to remind everyone he punched a freaking stone dragon, people. I'm out.
Are we live?
Sir, peace, family.
Don't get no brain freeze, homie.
Back at you once again. Sankofa, welcome. Hey, today, family, this is the book read. Book the first Sunday of the month. Book read, right?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sankofa, Buck 80 degrees. We wait for Jamie to get back on so he can do his regular intro.
Welcome, family. I'm sorry, man. We back. Hey, little technical difficulty. Hey, we back at you once again, man. Sankofa 180 degrees. Thank you for joining. We at the book read, family. This is the first Sunday of the month. We got Isaiah here, my son, 10 years old, reading. He's gonna read for us today. You remember Isaiah? He's done a big book read before. That's my guy, my good guy. He's 10 years old, like I said. We were supposed to have another reader, but I don't know. We had a little mishap with that, so we wasn't able to. He wasn't able to join us. So we got.
Hey, we ain't worried about it. We locked and loaded on Sankofa Buck 80, so you know it's all good.
All the time, right? We're gonna stay locked and loaded. It don't stop. Like I said, we got Isaiah here. He said, you know what, Dad? Don't worry about it. I'll read. I said, okay, son. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. So he stepped up. Thanks, Isaiah. We appreciate you, son. Thank you, man.
Throw it up for me one time, Isaiah.
Okay. Hey, what you think, man?
Hey, man, I'm just proud of that little guy, man. And when you told me that, I knew right off the top that he just volunteered, man. You know, yeah, you know, so that's big time, man. He bigfooting around. I like that. You know, so thank you again, Isaiah, man. I really appreciate you, little homie. Right? So he didn't want to share none of that popsicle with me, but he was willing to step up and do this book reading. So, you know, big up. Woo, woo. Yeah, yeah. So we'll be doing a raffle still today, you know, and I got 2 books. I got Queen Yaya. You see that? In case you win, Queen Yaya, and I got Shaka Zulu. Feel me? So somebody gonna win one of these books today. And we just put it in a raffle, pick one of the names, and we get the address, send it to you for free. You ain't gotta pay nothing, you know. So we like to have the winners of the book come back the following month and read that book. That's all we ask, you know. So so you know, don't get used to having us fill in, you know, just show up and show out. All right. It's real good information. Really good pictures, you know, good storyline, and it's about our history, right? Real people, real events, real history. I know allegorical stuff like we was taught to believe, you know, that the world started 6,500 years ago, and that's it. No, we taking you way back. So, you know, big ups to you again, my man. I'm so proud.
Yeah, we really appreciate you, King. We really
I
do.
forgot, I
Like
forgot
I
to send Eric the link. Did you send it to him?
yeah, I sent it to him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let's see.
sent it to him. Yeah, but yeah, we appreciate it, man. But like family, this is for us, man. This is for us, you know what I mean? This is for the kids, you know what I mean? Because like I don't know if you guys realize or if you're familiar with this or not. Here, baby. But you know, here in Florida, they trying to take African history out of the schools. All right, and you know, and they didn't went so far as to make it a actual crime to teach outside the curriculum. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is, it's up to us, family, to know our history for one, and then to continue to teach our history to our kids, because as you see, they are really trying really hard to take it out of the schools, and put some, but we're able to learn other histories other than our own, you know what I mean? And I'm just saying that we gotta we gotta we gotta push that line, man. We can't let that go. All right, because if we let them take our history, man, then what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen,
Yeah.
man? We end up repeating it. So I'm just saying, man, we just gotta know. We gotta know our history, man, and we gotta push it to our kids, man. It's real important, man. And if you know if they see how important it is to take it out of the schools, it should be even more important to push it to the kids, man, because it's a reason why they're doing this, man. Okay? There's a
Yeah.
reason why they're doing this, man. See, at one time, America was a proud of their history. They was proud to stand next to a man hanging from a tree, and they took pictures. You know what I mean? Smiling and grinning, right?
Clapping and
They
dancing.
right. They had they went to church beforehand. Then after church, hey, the prize was we get to hang a black man, a nigga. We get to hang somebody, and they hung them, and and then they castrated them, right? They castrate them, right? You know, but they celebrated this. This was, they took pictures, they had postcards. You know what I mean? They was really proud of this. Now it's to the point where they're really embarrassed about this. So now they're all the way to the point where now they're trying to hide it. They're really trying to hide this. They're really trying to hide it. And so, family, I'm just telling y'all, man, it's just really important
Yeah,
to teach our kids this history, man. Go ahead,
yeah,
King.
they they debunked the affirmative action too, just recently. And so they're trying to keep that ball rolling back downhill, as much as possible, man. They don't want no black people getting no shine at all, no stage time. So either way, man, we got a little man over here, got his book ready, and he gonna pump that volume anyway. So big ups to you, man. And he gonna be teaching old folks, man. A little 10-year-old kid, dropping knowledge on us, man. So, buckle up. You're gonna hear about Osiris, Set, and Haru, right? Those are the real names, not Osiris, Horus, and Isis. That old bunk shit, right? That Greek stuff. So, we're gonna keep it black, man. Black power. Black power. Yeah, your mic is off. Let's get this little man rolling, man, because he ready to get it in. Introduce us when you get ready. After your dad get done, get ready, introduce yourself properly, and then introduce the book.
All right, hey family. What I want to do is I wanted to just you do a little something real quick before he starts his read. All right, what it says here is the story of Asar, Aset, and Haru. Now the Greek names are Osiris, Isis, and Horus. All right, so I'm gonna read something really quick before he starts his read. All right, and it says, in keeping with the spirit of the culture of Kemetic spirituality, in this volume we will use the Kemetic names for the divinities through which we will bring forth the philosophy of the Em and Haru. Therefore, the Greek name Osiris will be converted back to the Kemetic ancient Egyptian Asar. All right, the Greek Isis to Aset, and the Greek Nephthys to Nepthet, and Anpu to Anpu or Apua, Hathor to Hetharu, Thoth to Hermes to Jehuti, Thoth or Hermes to Tehuti, etc. See the table. So we have a table below, family. I don't know, and so son, go ahead and
hey, and then Jamie later on,
and hook it up.
Jamie, later on, take a screenshot of what you just read and post that on Sankofa. Bet.
I'm Isaiah. I'm Isaiah. And
speak up and speak clear.
A long time ago.
Let us see the beginning of the book and introduce it first.
And I'm Isaiah.
What's up, Isaiah? Tell me the title of the book.
The story of Osiris, Set, and Haru.
All right, my man. Let's get it in.
A long time ago, the whole universe was an ocean. Its name was new. There was no stars, no planets, and no people anywhere around. Everything was the same. Everything was together. Everything was one. But there was someone sleeping in that ocean. Who was it? It was Ra. Who was sleeping there? Ra is the creator, the father of all fathers, and the mother of all mothers. Many people around the world have a name for the creator. Some people call the creator Allah. Some use the name God, the Father. Some use the name Buddha. Some use the name Krishna. In the African land of ancient Egypt, they used the name Ra. Ra, it was dreaming all about the world, the wonderful things he could imagine, the stars, the planets, people, animals, plants, and everything in the world he could create.
Slow down when you read just a little bit. He created all that. Oh, sweet.
So that very day, Ra decided to create the universe. But how can he create the universe? And where would he do this creation? Ra thought within himself, nothing exists except me and my ocean-like body. New, I will transform my ocean-like body new into creation. I will use my ocean-like self and turn myself into everything that will be. So Ra emerged from the boat and in a beautiful boat. He hold on. Turn myself into everything that will be. So Ra emerged from the ocean in a beautiful boat. He emerged in the form of a beetle, which is the ancient Egypt symbol of creation. The boat was held up by the ocean god Nu.
What did he emerge from the ocean as?
Nu,
A beetle?
yeah.
Yeah. Let me see that picture one more time. That's tight, man. That's our people, man.
The bow of Ra. Ra says, I am the creator of the universe, and I travel on my boat of millions of years. My head is a hawk because my eyes see the whole world from up in the sky, from up high. Just as a hawk bird can see all, all the land flying up above. I am the father and mother of all gods and goddesses, and all people as well. As my eye, the sun, travels in the sky, I give light and energy to all the world, and so my sun rise, sun rises, which are the soft air as fuses with my sun rays. I touch everyone and bless them with life and warmth so they can remember me every day from the sky. I look at all of my children on earth.
Sweet.
So here's his boat.
Sweet. I think that's cool.
That's Amin Ra right there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sweet that he his eye follows us and warms us and provides us through the sun. I think that's what
Ma'at means truth, justice,
reciprocity.
righteousness, order, and harmony. But Ross did said, how will I take care of my creation? Because if I make something, it might fall apart. There must be some order to creation. Water should run downhill instead of up, and fire should burn and not down. Otherwise, there will not be confusion in the world. I will create my children, gods and goddesses, who will take care of creation for me. So Ra thought, I will create a daughter, a goddess, goddess. Her name will be Ma'at. It will be her responsibility to keep order, harmony, truth, and right,
Reciprocity.
right, righteousness in everything that I will create. And anybody who follows my aunt will live in a peace and happiness. And peace and happiness. People should be honest, kind, good to each other. If they forget about my aunt, they will get into trouble. If they think about my aunt, they will be in harmony with all the universe, and they will be always happy and free. Shoot! Oh, wait.
Sweet. There it is right there. There it is. Spell shoe for me. Spell shoe.
SHU.
Thank you.
Okay. Shoe, space, and air. Tef knew the power of water. Ra took another little bit of his body and made his son Shu. Shu is space and air. Shu is the space around you, and this space contains air. Shu is also the breeze that blows. Shu allows you to be able to breathe. Take a minute and breathe in deeply and feel how Shu is giving you strength. Then Ra took another bit of his body and made his daughter Tefnu. With it, Tefnu responses moisture, such as when it rains allows plants to grow, and it brings water for people to live. Tefnu is a powerful strength which is in the ocean of creation, and she is the source of for all living things.
So that's sure.
Shu and Tefnu.
Shu and Tefnu. And my aunt.
Okay, Nu and Gab. Then Ra took another piece of his.
How do you spell Newton Geb? How do you spell Newton Geb?
Nutgeb.
Correct. There you go.
Then Ra took another piece of his ocean-like body and created another daughter, the goddess Nu. Nu is the heavens. Ra puts the stars, the planets, and the galaxies, and countless other worlds within her body. The sky like beautiful ornaments. Then Ross said people will need a solid place if they want to walk. So then he took another piece of his little body and like self and created the earth. And Ross said now I will sail my boat over Newt. The sky every day, and I will shine on Geb. The earth every day.
Yeah, that's a good. Hold it. Let me see that picture one more time. Oh, that's nice there. Sweet.
Ma'a is Ra's closest daughter. She sits with him in the boat of millions of years, and she has a feather on her head. The feather symbolizes truth and order. And Ma keeps all things in the universe in their proper place. Ma makes sure that the earth stays in the place and that the stars in the sky stay in their place. Look up in the sky and see how Ma is doing her work right now. The bow of Ra is the sun in the sky as it rises up in the morning and sets in the evening. Ma is with him, and she keeps everything in its place. As Ra creates a new day every day, look up in the sky, smile at new. Look down at it and see the earth, smile at Geb. Look around you between new and Geb and see the space with air in between the sky and the new and the earth. This is ship. So smile at ship. It is a special feeling to know that you are surrounded by children of Ra, the Creator. So Ra and his children are with you at all time, wherever you are.
Oh, that's sweet. So he kept it all in the family, didn't he?
Yeah. Africa, Kemet, ancient Egypt, the Nile River. Africa is a large continent in the place where the first great civilization in history arose. Its name is Kemet, and it was created by African people. Aset, Asar, Set, Nepthet. And now Ra said, the world is here. So now my daughter Nu will have her children, and they will live all over the universe. So as soon as Ra spoke, Nu gave birth to her children. Their names were Asar, Aset, and Set, Aset, and okay, hold on. Their names were Asar and Asar, Set, and Nepthet. Then Ra said, Newt's children will be important to all people because the story of their life will teach all people on earth about me and how to live in peace and happiness.
Sweet. All right. There's their motherland. Sweet.
Ra creates men and women and children. Ra is a hold up. Ra creates men and women and children. Ra is the great supreme being decided I will not create men, women, and children to live on earth. They will be my children, but it will hurt me because they will go and live on the earth and they will forget me for a long time. So Ra began to cry, and from the tears of Ra, men and women on earth were formed. People in all of the countries all over the earth were created by Ra. As he cried, so no matter how different people look and no matter where they come from, they all have the same creator Ra, and he loves them all equally.
Yeah.
Tahuti and Sankofa.
Sebneth.
Sasheta.
Let's see how it's spelled.
Tahuti.
Show how it's spelled.
What?
Show how it's spelled. Show the picture. Okay. Leave it there for a second so people can see. Sasheta. Tahuti and Sasheta. Sweet.
Then Ra said, if all creation is made from my body, how will I talk with my children? Who will live on earth? Ra thought again and said, I will create two more children of time of mine so that through them I can talk with everyone and bring them my wisdom and hear their prayers. So the god Jehuti, the goddess, and Sethra, who will bring the wisdom of writing and knowledge to the world where we're created. So every time people learn new things, it is because Ra is sending them wisdom through Jehuti and Sethra. People fighting.
Oh no, they ain't fighting, are they?
It says people fighting.
Right.
Okay. One day, Ra found out that even though Ma'at was trying to keep the world running with order, justice, and harmony, that some men and women did not understand how to live in peace. So Ra saw that some people would act badly to other people. Sometimes people would yell at others and tell lies. Some people would fight with others. Some people had forgotten about Ra and they forgot all people that the same creator and that all people are brothers and sisters. So Ra thought, I love my children, the people of the earth. So I will send my grandson Asar and my granddaughter Set to show the whole world how people should live in harmony and peace and love according to the teachings of Ma'at. Asar and Asad as king and queen of ancient Egypt.
Sweet.
Asar was the order and wiser than Set. So become king of ancient Egypt. Asad became queen, and together Asar and Set traveled all over the earth, spreading wisdom and joy throughout the land. Asar and Set traveled around the world.
Around the whole world, huh? Not just Africa.
Asar and Set traveled all over Africa, Europe, India, and China, and even today. The people of those places remember them with love. One day, Asar returned to Kemet from a trip around the world, and every one of ancient Egypt danced and rejoiced. Dancing and rejoicing.
Now they dancing and rejoicing and not fighting.
People from all over the land danced and sang in honor of Asar and Aset. The body of Asar goes into a tree. Aset found the body of Asar in the land of Sinra. It had grown into a form of a tree. The king of Sinra had liked the smell of the tree so much that he had it cut and made into a pillar for his place. Aset discovers a star inside of one of the pillars. A pillar's tall support that holds up the roof. When Aset went to the land of Sinra, she went to the place of Sinrai, king of, and she saw one of the pillars inside, knew that a star was inside of it.
Sweet. So that's the Jed. That's the depiction of the Jed. We can talk about that after, in case I'm wrong. Sweet.
Asat asked the king of Sarah to give her the pillar which had a star inside of it. She said, "Mrs. King, my husband suffered a great injuries. He was placed in a coffin and dumped in the Nile River, but by the evil Set. Isn't Set a child, the child of
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Isn't he the child of who?
Yes, he a Set
He's a child of Ra. I mean, yeah, the child
of yeah.
So give the answer to your question. Give the answer to your question.
A Set opened
Hold
the pillar.
Hold on a second. Who is Set a child of?
Newt.
There we go.
A Set opened the pillar and found a mummy of a star. His body was lifeless. It was wrapped in bandages. So a Set prayed and prayed over it with all her love and all her devotion. Then the star opened his eyes. All her love. Hold up. So I said, pray with all her love.
Read that sentence one more time and then keep going.
So I said, prayed and prayed over it all with all her love and all her love. Then a star opened his eyes and said, My dear Set, your love and wisdom have brought me back to life one more time so that we may have a child together. His name will be Haru, and he will someday become the king of kings. And he will and truth in all the land again. So Sar rose up from between the wings of a sand with his crook, spear, scepter, and was a king again, and he had overcome death.
There it is. There it is.
The spirit of Asar left his body to become the king of the land, while afterlife while Set stayed on Earth. Since the heart of Asar was pure because he always had good thoughts, his body became the source and strength for all plants and trees. This is why plants and trees grow and produce food for all people. The land of the afterlife is where the spirit of all people goes after they die. So it is because of a sorrow that all plants grow and plants provide oxygen for people and animals to breathe, food for people and animals to eat, and wood for people to make houses to live in.
There you go.
A set began to grow because a baby was growing. There it
Oh, you froze up. You froze up, Jamie.
Hold on, man. His phone overheated.
Yeah, that's cool. You're doing a good job. Hey, what's up, Eric?
Yeah, peace, Eric.
We'll get him afterwards.
Yeah. Hey, family, listen, man. I put the link in the chat. If you want to join in. Come on in. Let's talk about it. You can listen in. You can put put the babies in, man. Put the babies in the chat so we can do this drawing and when it's free book. All right. I'm just saying, man, that this is real important, family. You got. I'm gonna show you a quick little clip after he's done. About what these people are doing with as far as our history is concerned, and and they stay real serious about it, man. They're not playing. So I'm gonna show y'all, after he's done. Yeah. No, he got to go back. He got to get back in. But yeah, fam. Yeah, we just, you just gotta, you definitely gotta show this, gotta keep our history going, man. Because I'm telling you, this CRT, all that critical race theory or whatever they call it, I'm telling you, man, they really serious about that, man. And that involves, some really like some really cold little rules. All right, he's back, family. Here we go.
You must have dropped some of that popsicle on that. You must have dropped some of that popsicle on your phone, man, that you wouldn't share with me. Sweet.
Asar began to grow. Okay, Aset's belly began to grow because the baby was growing there. It was her baby, Haru. In a short time, Haru was born with the help of Jehuti and Amen. The soul of Ra, a set, brought a baby with the help of Jehuti and Nomad into the world. A set named him Haru. Then Haru was born. All people all over the world were happy because they knew that one day he would save them from the selfish set of all dance. All people danced and sang. Aset taught her many things. She taught him about how her rock created the universe and gods and goddesses and the world. Aset taught him about how his father's star was the king and how he traveled all over the world to spread peace and joy by showing people how to be kind to each other and to the earth.
Sweet. Wow.
I still have 4 more pages.
Okay, you're doing a good job.
Now that everything was settled, Haru and Aset became friends. So they tied a knot on the symbol of unity and with
Lotus. That's the lotus.
this planet, plants and plants and to never hurt each other. Each other ever again. Both Haru and Set had unity with their higher two selves, so they were very happy. Haru said from now on, the symbol will be a sign for all people who want to place unity and harmony with other people. And my father, Sar, and my grandfather, Ra, any person who practices goodwill, truth, justice, peace, and love can use the symbol so that the world may know that they are bringing harmony to the world and that they will come in peace. Steadily, you have spoken well. I agree with you. Let's be a symbol for good things. All unity, all unity, all unity, all unity.
Sweet.
When you look at that picture right there, that one right there is based off of our logo. If you look at that picture, you will see on our logo, that's pretty much the same picture as symbol right there. That's them time. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, people don't really realize that, man. But you look at that. That's our symbol right there that we got for Sankofa.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that in there.
Yeah.
Haru crept with Haru, the child, sitting on the of creation. Haru asked Aset, Mother, who am I, and where do I come from? Aset answered, Haru, my son, you all people and all of the gods and goddesses come from a spirit of Ra. And you are a special child because you bring justice and truth to the world. Harry is so picture baby.
Sweet.
He's sitting on the lotus. You see him?
Yeah. Show it one more time.
What? Oh,
Okay, show the lotus. Show the guy sitting on the lotus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. Yep.
where's oh is the god? Yeah. Who will also become
Oh yeah, remember? Hooray, Shah. Hooray, Shah.
Harishaf. Harishaf is the god of knowledge, bravery, respect. He who is on his lands. Harishaf went around all the lands, and with his great strength, he helped people who were suffering. There were threatened who were in fear, threatened who were in fear. He saved them from danger, from monsters, and from fear. And Heru is his form of Henry Shaft was known by everyone and the god of goddesses, peace and strength in the land of reason. He was called floods many generations. The legend of Heru lived on and on. And now you know the great story of Asara Set and Heru. May the story of Asara Set and Heru live on in you.
So the picture, baby.
Sweet.
Also, it looks like a moon too.
There's no next page.
That's it.
Hey man, that was a really, really good story. I always liked that story. That was one of the first books you guys got. Yeah, that was one of the first books you guys got, man.
No doubt, huh?
Yeah, it was, man. That,
Isaiah, you did a really good job. That was a long book and you read really well.
What?
And thank you so much. And
Pay
for
attention.
volunteering to step in. That's wow. Big ups to you. And I also want to say you do have very nice hair.
Thank
Uncle
you.
always tells me that your dad had the best hair ever. And everybody talked about it, what great hair he had. You must have got that good hair from your daddy. But thank you again.
Look at Jamie, so humble back there.
Hey, that was a good job. That was a long book. I appreciate you hung in there, man. That was a long book. Yeah, but you did a really, really good job. Really good story. Again, family. Hey, and like I said, man, he's 10 years old, man. You know, and
He
he's
stepped
not.
right up.
Yeah, he did, man. And I appreciate you, Zaya. I really appreciate you, King. You one of a kind, son. I love you.
Yeah,
I
no
do.
doubt, man. I love you too, man. And I'm so appreciative of you stepping up. But I got a question for you. All right. You got your answer ears on?
This one gets the second.
All right, look in the camera. I got a question for you. So if my eye, this is a big question. If my eye keeps things in order with justice, how come it's so crazy in the world? You might have an answer to that. Do you have an answer? Want me to ask you the question again?
Yeah.
So since my aunt was born to bring justice and peace and balance, how come the world is so crazy?
Cause some people don't follow mom.
Hey, there we go. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. That's exactly what their book said too. So that's a really good answer though. And it's your answer, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good, man. That's really good. Anybody else want to capitalize on that question? Your mic ain't on.
Hey, son, I know you. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I know you're ready to get going. So we're gonna let you go, man. So you go ahead and close out, son, and tell everybody thank you and that you'll see them on next Sunday. I mean, the next first Sunday, the next children's book read.
Bye. Bye. I'll see you at the next book read.
My man, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You get another popsicle for that, man. You bought it?
Bye.
So you get another popsicle.
Hey, we're gonna do the raffle. Sorry, we're gonna do the raffle. All right, so hold on a minute, man. I'm gonna get this together. We're gonna get the names put in, and hold on a minute.
You got the pen, you got the wheel rolling? Gary, you gonna put that name in?
Hey, so right now it's the time to put your name in the chat, fam, or anybody that want to participate, put your name in, put the name in there. So yeah, we're gonna put yeah. So yeah, right now is the time to put the names in, fam. Yeah, put them in there. Put them in there.
Get them up, get them up, get them up.
Yeah.
I got 2 books.
All right, put them in there. Huh?
Got 2 books.
I got Isaiah, Nico, Nino.
I can't hear Jamie.
I know. They're
Oh, I'm
talking in,
sorry. Yeah, I was
they're
just put.
talking in code.
No, 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 no.
They're talking
I
shit
put
about
Anna.
me.
Put Anna.
They were
You put
talking shit
Oriana.
about me.
We put boo, 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 boo.
Oh,
All right,
excuse
so
me.
that's it, right? And then we got Nisha,
Nisha Grace.
Nisha Grace, NIESCHA, last name Grace, GRACE. Okay, and we're putting that at, all right, so you gonna put it where we can put it, okay, sweet. Mhm.
The names stayed, but they may not. You might have to re-enter the names, okay?
All right,
I'm hoping they don't, but I do have all the names.
okay. All right, so that's a bit. This,
What's
this is
Oreo
right.
been into? Oreo been handling the business?
So highlight all those names. Way down.
Hannah. Serious. Want me to do it?
It's not, yeah, 'cause it's not. I think his name should be way over there. Yeah. You know, Gigi. You know, and yeah. Anna. And SEHA Grace.
Grace. Okay. Now what?
Now click the middle to spin the wheel.
Hold on, let me put it live. Can I put it live? All right, hold on. Close that. Share this. Boom. This it. Y'all see that? Y'all, everybody see that? You muted, King.
My bad. Yeah, I can see it.
All right. All right, family. Here we go, man. This is how we doing it. We're gonna click the spin, bam. Here we go. See who win it. Look like Gigi won the book.
Gigi. Yay,
Okay.
Gigi.
All right, Gigi the winner. Gigi the winner. Yeah, that's a little. All
That,
right.
that's
All
your
right.
grandbaby?
Yeah.
Okay. How old is Gigi?
Gigi is 5. Yeah.
Hey, we
Gigi
might be
5.
getting we might be she 5?
Yeah, she 5. Hey, let me, I consider one of these. Love you.
Well, see, you're gonna have to have the parent read that one then.
Huh?
The parent gonna have to read that one then. With the
This is
winner
for
right there.
let me see. This is for
I don't know no 5-year-old that can read that good, man. But the parent can
well,
still
I'm gonna
read it.
tell you something, man. My daughter works with it. She works with them though.
No
She
doubt.
she really works with them, man. Like my oldest granddaughter. Uh, man, yeah, she can multiply and divide right now, man.
That's
So like,
crazy.
yeah, my daughter works with her, man, like crazy. So I'm sure she could probably read this book, man.
Okay, bet. Hey, so if she can read that book, we're gonna have to put her on America's Greatest Talent show.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Listen, man. My granddaughter, she was 3 years old, man. She could tell you. She could tell you about the solar system, yeah. She could tell you about the state. It was the state and the state, the capitals, all this. Man, man. Hey, man, she was amazing. King, I was like, what in the fuck, man? Like,
Right.
what? How the fuck did you do that, man? Like, I'm like, damn. What do y'all do? Just sit at home and just do what you do? Do you just drill her? You just drill her? I mean, but no, man. She would just work with her, man. Like my granddaughter, man. I mean, so my daughter works with her kids, man. Like they are, like, oh head. Listen, man. Like the one that I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
That was telling you to tell you about the state animal and what the state animal was, and or whatever the fuck that is, right?
Yeah.
And listen, man, she's right now. She can have a conversation with you, King, and you would be like, damn.
No doubt. I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
King, you'll be like, wow. You're like, how old are you? Like, seriously, man. Yeah, like that.
Hey, so look what Sankofa bringing, man. Sankofa bringing a 5-year-old stock, right?
I'm telling you, man. Listen, man. I'm telling y'all, man. You're like, listen. What I'm saying is this, man. I just wanted to show this really fast. We got the winner, GG.
Let me throw this in real quick, man.
Yes, sir. All day.
So maybe Nisha will be getting on too for the book read too, and that's Carrie's granddaughter, man. And if that happens, man, that's gonna be some remarkable stuff right there, man. So, big ups to Gigi winning. Thank you, congratulations.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you for everybody participating. Thank you again, Isaiah, for doing what you do, man. And you did a great job. And great job to you two parents, man.
Yeah, hey, I just wanted to show this real quick, family, and then we'll move forward, man. Yeah. I can't hear that, can y'all?
And others have a problem with the origin story of this country, then they need to take that up with their ancestors. But don't cheat children out of the ability, and younger adults out of the ability to learn the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this is exactly what this man is doing. Absolute power corrupts, absolutely. So again, if he has a problem with the sides of this history that he doesn't like, he got to take that up with somebody else. But I want to walk us down memory lane because he doesn't seem to understand. He doesn't want things taught in history that would make some folks uncomfortable. Well, if the truth makes you uncomfortable, Mr. DeSantis, AKA DeSanctimonious, AKA Ron DeSatan, okay, you got a problem here, but we're gonna walk people down memory lane. This right here from the Gilder Lehrman Institute of American History. Let us just remind some folks who actually built this joint. Slavery was indispensable to European development of the New World. It is inconceivable that European colonists could have settled and developed North America and South America and the Caribbean without slave labor. Now, hold it right there. Leave that right there. Put Jessica up. Let me tell y'all something, folks. That is the truth. And if people got a problem with it, that is their problem. That is the irrefutable truth. That this nation, with all of its flowery words, all of the aspirations, all of that, all that the framers were running from as they were trying to get away from King George and, give me liberty or give me death. That was Patrick Henry. When they had an opportunity to eradicate the enslavement of black people in this country, they didn't do it. They told King George, give us our damn freedom. But what we gonna do is we gonna keep Africans and then their American descendants as slaves. That's what they did. So the sanctimonious, Satan, whatever the hell your name is these days, if you have a problem with that history, take it up with your ancestors. We're gonna go on further. So slavery was indispensable to European development of the New World. It is inconceivable that European colonists could have settled and developed North America, South America, and the Caribbean without slave labor. Let's underline it, let's bold it, let's underscore, let's put it in a message, on a bottle, on a train. Moreover, slave labor did produce the major consumer goods that were the basis of world trade. during the 18th and early 19th centuries. Coffee, cotton, rum, sugar, tobacco. Okay, bro? So if you got a problem with that, then you got a problem with your ancestors. And here's the beautiful part right here. We're about to put this next part up. In the pre-Civil War United States, a stronger case can be made that slavery played a crucial role in economic development. One crop, slave-grown cotton, provided over half of the US export earnings. You hear me? Do you hear me now? Do you hear me? DeSantis, the sanctimonious. By 1840, the South grew 60% of the world's cotton. Hello, somebody. 60% of the world's cotton, and provided some 70% of cotton consumed by the British textile industry. You know, I ain't got enough papers to throw, not yet. So, dude, again, and you know what? See, Jessica, this kind of stuff won't be taught in schools because he's a coward. He's an absolute coward who is absolutely using his power to corrupt, to disrupt, to destroy, to lie, to malign, to cheat, to steal, to kill. And as my grandmother used to say, my maternal grandmother used to say, never let the truth get in the way of a good story. But if the scientist has his way, none of this stuff will be understood. So Jessica, I just need somebody to riddle me this. What is wrong with telling the truth?
There's nothing wrong with telling the truth. You can't rewrite history because it makes you feel uncomfortable, because the history will always be there. There will always be families in the United States who are Black who have to answer the question when asked by their child, where did we come from? I don't know. The first descendant of my family came here as a servant, and we can pinpoint exactly where they came from because there are records of that. Black Americans don't have that. That history is every day and lived by every Black family in the United States. And that's something that a lot of folks, even folks who are pretty dedicated and educated in politics and dedicated to racial justice, it's just a reality that they don't want to grapple with because it's uncomfortable. We have to teach this history because the history is real, because the wealth that's been accumulated off of unpaid labor, off of chattel slavery, the wealth is still concentrated in the hands of descendants of former slave owners. So for you to ignore that history when that history is real and exists and defines reality for so many people today, you just can't not teach it. It's a part of our country. It's a part of our current economic setup. Mississippi is the country in the United States with the most wealth inequity today. They have the highest poverty rates in Mississippi. Why? Because of the history of slavery in the United States. And so you have to teach history because history is what created our reality. You can't redefine history. And this is something that they love doing, and we have to fight against it because we're never gonna get the change that we want and the policies that we need. Just teaching the history is the bare minimum, but we need reparations. Who's gonna correct that wealth distribution if they don't understand why the wealth distribution is what it is? So that's where I stand on it.
And just you said a key point, we gotta understand it to correct it. So you can't run from it. And reparations are due to the descendants of formerly enslaved people in this country, period. The facts is this nation would not be a hegemon nation but for it. And one more point from the Gilder Linneman Institute, the slavery paid for a substantial share of capital. This is it, a capitalist society, right? Iron and manufactured goods that laid the basis for American economic growth. Jessica just laid that out for you. So in other words, there is still a direct connection to what happened in the past and what is happening currently in the future. The racial wealth gap is a product of this. Black folks never got the 40 acres and the mule. Maybe we wouldn't be in this situation if in fact that debt had been paid, but it was not paid. And so there is a direct line, not a crooked line, a direct line between what happened to enslaved people and their descendants and what is happening now, especially economically, socially, and politically. But DeSantis is a coward. America, I want you to understand that. That man stood up there and said, I'm going to declare war on leftists. Instead of saying, I am going to fight to declare war on poverty. I'm gonna help to lift businesses. I'm gonna help work on climate chaos. Oh no, this dude, because it is a bullhorn. He's speaking to a certain type of white person in this country who believes in that kind of stuff, who can be shaken by that, who, as he paints people as the other, whether it's the LGBTQ plus community, black community, brown community, poor people, he continues to paint them as the other. This is in fact the problem. So again, Governor, and I use that term lightly, if you got a problem with it, take it up with your ancestors. This. So slavery paid for the capital, the iron, and the manufactured goods that laid the basis for American economic growth. In addition, precisely because the South specialized in cotton production, the North developed a variety of businesses that provided services for the slave South, including textile factories, a meat processing industry, insurance companies, shippers, and cotton brokers. So everybody, Lottie Dottie and everybody benefited from the enslavement of Africans and then their American descendants, everybody. And so there's nobody that got clean hands on this, not even the North. They all reap the benefits of black people's misery, generation after generation. This man has a problem, and America, we can never, ever, ever let him become president. We're gonna stay on DeSantis, and I can't wait to hear our viewer comments, Jessica. They gonna come in hot today. I cannot, we staying on him. He can never be president of the United States of America. He is dangerous and he is undemocratic.
Hey King, send that to me real quick. When you get a chance.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Hey, but see, listen, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, King. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you cannot. This is why it's so important for us to keep spreading and teaching our history, right? Like, you know, on 2 points, man, she's right. She could tell you where her people came from. She tell you exactly where people came from the very when she first started speaking. But we can't do that, right? We can't do that, man. Well, I was shit. We from North Carolina. No, man, we talking about before that. You know what I'm saying? Like she said that they was migrants came here. She said it right off the bat, right? She knew exactly where her people was and where they came from, right? She told us, she said it right off the top, right? And then as far as as far as our history is concerned, they trying to hide that, man. They trying to hide all our history. That's our history, King. You know what I mean? African history is the only history America has. Period. That's it. Ain't no other history, King. Right? You can't name another history on this planet, in this country that don't involve Africans.
Right.
Or black people, period.
Right.
Right? It ain't one. It ain't a time, King. It's not a time. It's not a time that it didn't involve us. Right? So that's the only history that you got. And what else you gonna teach? So that's why you have to go teach the Jewish and the Jewish Holocaust in Germany. You got to go teach that. You got to go teach. That's what you got to teach. You got to teach Japan what happened over in Japan. You'll teach that. You know what I'm saying? They'll teach all that. You can learn all that. You know what I mean? That's still there for you to learn. That's still history for them. You can learn that, right? But you can't learn where we came from and what happened to us. You can't learn that. Damn that. Keep that up. We're gonna keep that out of here. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep that off the books. And I told you, man, I got a clip too, where if you come outside the curriculum of you know, out of the curriculum of this educational system that they got here in Florida. I'm telling you, man, you go to jail.
Yeah, it already happened in Florida.
You going to
It already
jail, man.
happened.
You going to
It
jail.
already,
So that's just letting you know, man. Like they real serious about. You better not teach that history, man. They don't want you to know that history.
yeah,
You dig?
yeah.
Huh?
Gary, you want to say something about that?
Well, I sure do. Yeah, I agree with everything that was a great video. Um, you know, it just seems unreal that in the year 2023 we cannot tell the truth and we can't share the truth and the history and it's sickening. And I agree with her. DeSantis has no business being in any position. He's crazy. And it is so sad to me that people are falling for that rhetoric and that crap. Why? I mean, everyone should know this history. And I agree with her. This country was built on the backs of Black folks, and that they can't even get any recognition for that is horrible to me. So thank you, Jamie, for sharing that.
For sure, Queen. For sure.
Eric, you got something to say? What's up, my man? Still there? Turn your mic on if you're there. If he jump in, I just let him go.
Yeah.
And so what I seen in that is it's obvious, but I don't want to take away. I know the message they were getting across, but I don't want to put wealth over the ass whooping that the people took, and the mental, like Queen Maya put up there the slave syndrome, right?
Right.
Post-traumatic slave syndrome, and stuff like that. And so you don't want to just get caught up in the politics of it too, as they're trying to keep us from gaining and focus on wealth and let that override the real injurious occurrences that took place. So I never forget that door to no return, man, and the journey there to that door of no return. And then the trip over, man, and then some people chose the ocean rather than to lay next to dead bodies, man, with fecal matter all over the place and injured, bloody, bruised up and battered, and dead people, and the ridicule that they received, along the way, let alone when they get to watching their families die and get raped and rape family members, little babies and parents and kids watching their parents do that shit, man. And so, I just want to remind people, that they're trying to get some gain with that reparation stuff and the danger of DeSantis. But I'm not gonna let people forget, about what was ensued on our people, man. In fact, this guy, I wrote something on one of my posts, man, or one of the posts in Sankofa. I commented on it, and this dude asked me, why do you keep bringing up, why would you want to hear? I can't even remember the question, man. What he asked, similar to, why would you want to keep rehashing this stuff? So you can read on the comments in Sankofa what I put, because it's not really for the children's show. That's what I got to say about that.
Yeah, and you're right, King. But like
and for the I don't know, I just got a lot of feelings about putting agendas, placing agendas without putting the evidence there too, of what really took place, man. And to me, if we don't do that, we're just falling into that critical race there, right? So I'm gonna bring the drama, bring the how our people was treated. So, anyways, that's my thing, man, about that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like I said, King, we gotta. It's up to us to continue to push this history. You know what I'm saying? We got to do it, man. Because if you don't, like I said, leave it up to them. Hey, man, we gonna be all we gonna be knowing about is what happened to the Japanese and what happened to the Jews. You know what I mean? And you might not. You probably won't even hear about what happened to the Indians. You probably won't have. You probably won't even hear about that either.
No, no.
You know what I'm saying? So, they trying to wipe all that out of there. You know what I mean? So, eh, that's what you'll hear about World War I and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But
And that's why we do this on Sankofa, man, because, like Jamie said, we got, do this for, to educate people, man, but really to influence the kids, man, and uh, you know, study deeper, man. Don't let that cognitive dissonance settle in, or the misappropriations of our parental teachings, parental knowledge, take a far and then make a fair decision of yourself where you want to go with that, right? Instead of just based on the events that are taking place here and what's visible and stuff, do your own research. You got everything at your hands now. And that's what we about on Sankofa, bringing things to light, man. Ain't no conspiracy theory. We deal with, our history is about real life people, not no allegorical story, and people trying to write themselves into history that started from their view is 6,500 years ago. It ain't even that much. Uh, when there's documented history predating all that. So, hey, Eric, you on yet? Yeah, I know he would have something to say about that. He works with them kids too, man. And
right.
plus, he know a lot about the history of, the ancient civilization, and the journey to where we're getting to, with where Jamie played that video. So that's why it's always good to do that research, man, to know the backdrop, the build up to, why all this is necessary and important. So it's just gonna get whitewashed information, man, to send them kids out into the world, empty. When you thinking you send them out full just to protect your ass. That's disappointing.
Just a cold thing, man. When your child do ask you, where do we come from, right? What is you telling these kids, man? You know what I mean? Like, what are you really telling them, man? Are you really, really serious? You gonna really, really? Have anybody really, really thought about that, man? Like, because it's really, really important what you tell them at that point, man. It's
Yeah.
really, really, at that point in time, man, when they ask that question, King, that your answer, man, is vital, King.
Right.
Your answer is vital, King. You got to be on point with your answer, King. Right? Because if you're not, man, your kids gonna be running around unsure of themselves, King. Right?
Yeah.
So you got to be on point, man, when you tell them where where you came from, who is your people. You know what I mean? And right? You got to be on point when you tell them that, King. When you answer that question. You know what I'm saying? You can't be running around. Well, you got to ask your uncle. You ask your mom. Nah, man. You got to answer that question,
Yeah.
and you got
And
to
these
be on.
kids is curious, man. These
Yeah,
kids is curious.
because that that answer right there is gonna. That very answer to me is what's going is what they gonna, man. They gonna build. That's how they're gonna build off of that.
Right. Right.
Right. Right. Whatever your answer is, King, they're gonna build off of it. You know what I mean? That's gonna that's what's gonna stick with them, King, until they find different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Listen,
Yeah.
man. All I'm saying is,
That was a
man,
good
like,
video, man. Make sure you send that one too.
I will. I got you, man. I got it. I got it put up. Yeah, but yeah, man. Just crazy, King.
Yeah, I
But
took some screenshots from that. I took some screenshots from that. And I'm about to collaborate them together and post that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Hey, listen, real talk, man. If we let them have it their way, King, we ain't gonna know the key. I mean, let alone listen, man. Half of us don't even know where we came from, King. Half of us don't even know how to answer that question, man.
Right.
I don't know about half of. I'm just gonna say a lot of us don't know how to answer that question, King.
I was watching on the show, and I forgot what the other DNA um, uh, corporation is, man. But you know, even with ancestral and stuff, man, you know, it was a documentary on that was talking about, man, it's so inaccurate, you know, because they just gotta, you know, put shit up there. They're missing points, right? But you know, we get so excited to come a little bit closer, you know. And I'm thankful for Ancestry.com. I'm thankful for the DNA shits like that, right? You know, because you get a little bit closer, right? But they pumping the brakes, man. You know, and still there's a whole bunch of eluding the findings, right? Of the findings. So I was gonna do that ancestry, man. You know, but I'm you know messing around with you know Sankofa, messing around with our studies and stuff like that, man. I gotta be more precise, man. And they right up front telling you the shit's fraudulent. You know, it's show. You know, at best, right? But thankful we get a little bit closer, right? You get to get a little bit excited, man. And my niece did an ancestral thing, man, and it showed that we come from the southern. We're part of the southern Bantu, you know, with along the crest of the ocean, right? And so I got all excited. I'm telling you from experience, right? So
Right.
personal experience about the emotion, right? And what that is, man, is that post-traumatic slave syndrome shit, man. You know, that's what's happening. You can't say that because, you know, ego, right? You know, pride. What about, you know, what you gonna think, you know, all that kind of shit. And then what other motherfuckers gonna think, you know, why you want to rehash that shit? You know, so I can study my act, not whoop your ass. Right?
Right. That's right.
I'm just
You know,
saying, because it's irritating. It's irritating.
you know, when you answer the question, like when your child asks you that question, you know, who are we? Where we come from? You know, you know, you can't be running around talking about where we are. We Hebrew Israelites. You can't tell them nothing. You can't. Why? You can't tell them nothing like that, man. That's wrong, man. Because who was they before it was a Hebrew Israelite? Who was they then? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who were they then? You know what I mean? Like, before there was ever a Hebrew Israelite that walked the earth, right? Before Abraham, right? Put it like that, right?
Come on.
Right? I'm just saying, but who was they
You
before that?
cracking jokes now.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm just saying, King. Like. So you can't say, you know, you can't say that. So what you gotta do, man, is you're gonna have to get into real history, right? And find out who you are, man, and where you came from, so you can answer that question for that child, man, because it's vital. That answer to the answer to that question, that very answer is very, very, very important, man, to that child's life, man, to me. That's just to me. Because that's the, you know, because first of all, they came to you with the question. So, you know, they expecting an answer, King.
I'm trying to find this movie that we just watched last night, man. The name of because I was so glad to have an appropriate answer to the question that Carrie asked. I want to elaborate on that because I don't know.
Hey, so you wanna continue this, or you wanna move go to the
Close it
new?
on out. Let's close it on out.
All right, let's close this out, man. Eric, hey, we finna
Hey, Eric, you on, man? Eric, you on?
yeah, where you at, E?
I'm here, Jimmy. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, okay, there you go, King. Hey, listen, man, what
Yeah.
we gonna do is we're gonna close out and move to and we're gonna put the link back out, man.
Is there anything you want to say about that, Eric, before we
Yeah.
close out?
No, my no signal was all tripped out, man. So I was going in and out. That's why I was sitting, but I'm in here now.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. All right. All right. So listen, man, we're gonna close out and then I'm gonna resend the link, man. You gonna hit the link, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, bet. All right. Hey, so listen, man, we're gonna close this out, man. Family, thanks for joining us for the children's book read. Again, we have it every first Sunday of the month. Please join us. Bring the kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, cousins. Bring everybody, man. Bring the kids, man, and
We got a family
check out.
reunion type.
Yeah, right, man. And check out some of these books, man. We got some real powerful books, man, about real history, real things, real events, real times, man. Um, now, you know, come on and join us, fam. It's about, and at the same time, family, it encourages the reading of the child, man. The child might it might encourage them to read a little more, man, if they can come on a live channel and read to YouTube. Okay. And so that might spark a little something, man, because not all children like to read, man. You know what I'm saying? So that might give them a little incentive, man. Listen, man, you read, man, and get on this channel, man. You can read and you can get on live and you can get on and talk and be silly or whatever you're doing. You know what kids do. You know what I mean? On the book read, man. You know what I'm saying? But they get the book read, you know what I mean? And then you know what I mean? And we do the drawings. Family, thank you for joining us, man. Please
Yeah.
like us, subscribe, give us a comment. Give us a comment. You know what I mean? And at any time, family, join us. I'll put the link out in the chat at all times. Um, right now, we get ready to move. I'm gonna send out another link right now. uh, so I'm finna so if you want to join, come on, join in. We're gonna have a little light discussion and then we're gonna close out. All right. It ain't gonna be no long drawn out situation. And then you can come and go as you please. Anyway, all right. What you think,
Yeah, man. I just really excited about that too, man. And about the children's book read and what it opens up opportunities for. And one of them is to share freely, because kids have a wonderful expression, man. Just blow me away, right? And so we want the kids to have the freedom to share and ask questions. And like I asked Isaiah, I asked him a question, man, and he came with a pretty good answer, man. He came with the answer, right? And so and he contemplated that thought for a minute, and you can see it working in him. And that's what it does, man. Gives them kids confidence to speak on what they believe, not so much what they have to keep concealed, you know, and then give a different response. They get that everywhere else. So, I'm really proud of Isaiah, for stepping up and for answering that question, man, and allowing me to interject here and there, while he's reading stuff. So, big ups to the little man. And Jamie, so you're gonna send out that book, or you want me to send it out?
I think I'm gonna send it out, man, just because mine is a little. I think that she'll better get the one of these principles. At least she'll better get the principles. She should, maybe. I'm hoping. I think so. I'm just saying. I think she should,
Yeah,
man. I mean, and then
I'm rooting for it.
she's sharp, man. She's really sharp, King. All the kids are sharp. They sharp, man, because their mama worked with them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
right.
yeah, man. But yeah, I'll mail it out, man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah. Mm.
Gary, you want to
Yeah,
say anything before we close out?
See that? I'm gonna go take mom down to.
I just wanted to say thank you guys for another great session.
She done blinked out. She gone. Okay, thank you, Carrie. Hey,
And
Eric, we
she
catch
blink.
up on the other end of that, man. We catch up on the other end there.
Again, fam, I'm gonna send out. We're gonna close this out, and I'm gonna send out another link in a few minutes here. All right. All right. Just give us a couple of minutes. All right.